y'all. Welcome back to our Bible study with a Jewish perspective. I'm Beth Shulam, and thanks for watching today. I am going to look at one of the most profound passages found in the New Testament, and we're going to look at Romans chapter 3, verses 21 to 26. Sometimes people call this the heart of the gospel or the heart of the good news, but it's deeply rooted in the Hebrew scriptures and the Torah itself. So we're going to explore what Paul has to say here and how it connects with those Hebrew scriptures and maybe how we can apply it to our lives today. So let's begin. I'm going to read Romans 3, 21 to 26, and I always read from the Jewish Annotated New Testament, and it's the New Revised Standard Version that I use. It's my version of choice. No wrong or right there, it's just what I like. So Romans 3, 21 to 26. But now, apart from the law, the righteousness of God has been disclosed and is attested by the law and the prophets. The righteousness of God through faith in Yeshua, the Messiah, for all who believe. For there is no distinction, since all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. They are now justified by His grace as a gift, through the redemption that is in Yeshua, whom God put forward as a sacrifice of atonement by His blood, effective through faith. He did this to show His righteousness, because in His divine forbearance He had passed over the sins previously committed. It was to prove at the present time that He Himself is righteous, and that He justifies the one who has faith in Yeshua. Paul begins these statements with two powerful words here. He says, but now. He's showing us that something is being revealed to us now. Something that was hidden but in plain sight all along. God's righteousness, His covenant of faith, is now revealed to us in a new way. Not through the legal code, the law, the Torah, but through life and the mission of Yeshua, the Messiah. And Paul says this was attested by the law and the prophets. So pause here with me. Paul does not reject anything that is in the Torah. He's showing us that the law and the prophets have always pointed to Yeshua, to righteousness rooted in faith, not just an observance. The Hebrew scriptures say in Genesis 15, verse 6, Abraham believed the Lord, and it was reckoned to him as righteousness. That's from the Torah. From the prophets, we see Jeremiah in chapter 23 say about the Messiah, the Lord is our righteousness. Paul is now in Romans chapter 3 echoing what the prophets and the Torah have longed to see. Paul continues now and he says, there's no distinction, for all have sinned and fall short of this glory of God. Jew and Gentile, righteous or not, we all fall short of God's, they call it in Hebrew the word kavod, His glory. And yet, Paul says, they are now justified by His grace as a gift. This word justified means declared right, made whole in a relationship, not because of what we have done, but because of who God is. And how does he do that? Through the redemption of the Messiah, Yeshua. Let's go back again to the Hebrew scriptures, the Torah in Exodus chapter 6. It says, I will redeem you with an outstretched arm. That's what God said. That same outstretched arm reaches out now through time and touches us, but through Yeshua's sacrifice. Now let's look at verse 4. Now here comes the richness of this passage. God put Yeshua forward as a sacrifice of atonement by his blood. The Greek word, and I will mess this up, I know, for sacrifice for atonement is hilasterion. Hilasterion, that's the same word used in the Greek Tanakh for the mercy seat, the cover of the Ark of the Covenant. On Yom Kippur, the high priest would sprinkle blood on the mercy seat. And why was this something that had to happen? He had to atone for the sins of Israel. And now Paul is saying, Yeshua has become our mercy seat. He fulfills a picture from Leviticus 16, but he does it one time for everyone. Not to replace the law, but to fulfill it in its deepest meaning. And Paul explains now why God did this. To show his righteousness, because in his forbearance, and I think we can translate that to patience, he passes over previous sin. Just like in Egypt, God passed over the homes of the Israelites and that were covered with the blood of the Lamb. But now he's providing a permanent solution to prove that he is both just and the one who justifies to those who trust in Yeshua. So let's think about that. God doesn't ignore our sin. He deals with it in a personal way. At the cross, justice and mercy meet. God remains holy and still provides us a means of forgiveness. Listen to what Psalms 85 verse 10 says. Righteousness and peace kiss each other. That's Yeshua. So, how do we apply this right now? Righteousness is never something we can earn. It's something we receive by faith through emunah, a faithful, trusting relationship. But it also means now we live differently. Micah says to us in chapter 6, he has told you, O man, what is good, to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. When we receive the righteousness, we walk humbly. We become vessels of mercy as well. We live now as a redeemed people, not out of fear, but out of love. If this encouraged you today, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone as we all walk through our journey of faith. Let's keep exploring the scriptures together. with the Torah and the Messiah. So until next time, shalom, y'all. I give you peace and I give you blessings. And thanks for watching. Bye.
קומי אורי, כי בא אורך, וכבוד אדוני עלייך זרח. קומי אורי, כי בא אורך, וכבוד אדוני עלייך זרח.